time ng Alaska umopensa. Yan ang susi talaga dito sa series so far.
I mean, he's just unstoppable here. And look at Panchero, aggressive to the main for two. Turn around, bigyan ko pa rin sa...
Sinasabi ko, defense.
His team is just burning right now, and all of a sudden, Ryan Cruz knocking it down. He's working on that shot. Bakoin, knocks it down. Smooth pass from Rivas, baby.
Ruga na naman ang depensa.
Looking good and snapping back that three.
Magnolia has given up to Alaska.
Matapos pahirapan in the first two games, etong sina Mike Harris and the rest of the Alaska Aces nakagawa na ng paraan para butasan ang depensa ng Magnolia Hotshots, which brings us to game number 4 kung saan nakaisa na etong mga alas. Harris is back on the floor of the smart Araneta Coliseum to take on etong si Romeo Travis and the rest of the Hotshots. Ang question, gaano ka-healthy kaya si Romeo sa gabing ito? Hello everybody watching live on ESPN5. Mag-umargin po ang lingkod. Kinagagalak natin makasama si Nadine Quinito Enson at pwede na rin na nandirito si Dominic Uy. And
Simula pa lang, ha?
maganda yan, pero gentlemen, 2 games into the series, a lot of people were writing off the Alaska Aces, but after that performance, we've all of a sudden got a series.
I really did not write off the Alaska Aces. I think the Alaska Aces have definitely much to bring to the table, which they showed in game number 3.
Well, I think that game number 3 was a statement game para sa Alaska. Pinakita nila that with different permutations sa kanilang combinations and also coming out with a big game from CBC, they show that they have a lot of fight left in their tank.
And Nadine, you are going to be showing us a video exactly how etong Alaska Aces got away with scoring 100 points that game.
Well, meron tayong napansin, especially in the third quarter, when Mike Harris ignited that 18-8 blast that broke the game open. By the way, those 18 points all came from one man, Mike Harris. Now, if you see in this particular video replay, you have Panchero playing the number 1 position, you have Enciso playing number 2, Harris playing the number 3 position, Raquel playing number 4, and CBC all the way in the outside playing the 5 position. I don't know whether that was by design or by accident, but with Harris playing the 3 spot, opens up a lot of opportunities for Alaska, particularly in opening up the space for the penetrators to operate. Of course, he will only be effective at the 3 position if that outside shot falls in. And in game number 3, pumasok niya yung mga tira ni Mike Harris from the outside.
You mentioned the 18 straight from Mike Harris. He actually scored 22 in that devastating third quarter. He was only averaging 21 the first 2 games.
On the first 2 games, questionable ang health nitong si Mike Harris. You can see it from his numbers really dip in the first 2 games. It wasn't how dominant he was in the semifinals. He was being dominated by Romeo Travis in the first 2 games. Travis was showing what he did in game number 4 against Barangay Ginebra. And look at the game 3 statistics. 36 for Mike Harris, 14 of 22, 18 rebounds. And one statistic that you don't really see there is the turnovers. He only had 3 turnovers in game number 3 as compared to 6.5 in the first 2 games. Playing much better, much more efficient, knocking down the outside shot, and just dominating that matchup.
Neither of these imports played in that fourth quarter. That blowout na nga. Ang game number 4 parating na po live on ESPN5 in just a bit.
It's time to meet the starting lineups of the
And
protagonists.
speaking of these finals, we are about to meet the starters for game 4.
Aces! Starting at guard from Cebu, number 0, Simon Enciso. Also at guard from Isabela, number 4, Chris Panchero. At center from Ramos Tarlac, number 11, Jay Pascual. And forward from Muntinlupa City, number 61, Kevin Racal. And also at forward is the Aces import, number 52, Mike Harris. Head coach for the Aces is Alex Compton. And now let's meet the starting 5 of your Magnolia Hotshots, Pambansang, Manok. Starting at guard from Cagayan de Oro, number 6, Gio Halalo. The other guard from Zamboanga, number 14, Mark Barroca. And center from Buluan, South Cotabato, number 4, Rafi Ribis. And forward is the Hotshots import, number 24, Romeo Travis. And also in forward from Tondo, Manila, number 3, Paul Lee. And coach for the Magnolia Hotshots is Tito Victorero.
And right off the bat, you will notice Coach Chito Victorero starting with that dreaded 3-guard combination of his.
Well, for Chito Victorero, you would expect that kind of a combination. Especially if Justin Melton comes in, then he's got 3 small men na ibubulabog nila yung backcourt ng Alaska. But as far as Alaska is concerned, a little bit of a tweak sa kanilang starting lineup. They started Noy Baclaw at center in the first 2 games. Last time out, si Jake Pascual ang pumasok at starting center. This is the second straight start for Jake Pascual.
First quarter now underway at sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drinks. Simula na ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. Lee immediately unleashes a 3.
And usually, when you come from a one-ball game, you will keep the same starting 5. Ito naman Magnolia Hotshots starting out with Paul Lee. Ganun mo kabilib itong si Coach Chito Victorero kay Paul Lee, wanting him to be able to score early in this ball game.
First 3 games of this series, actually game 1, Herndon ang nag-start para sa Magnolia. Siyempre nanalo, inulit ni Coach Chito ng game 2. Game 3 ganun din, pero dahil galing sa talo, nag-adjust na siya dito as that triple is brought to us by Crescepa Slide, imported brandy from Spain.
Well, good thing going there for Magnolia. Remember, in game number 3, Travis, not so much of a factor, only 18 points that he scored.
As we now take a look at the Dean's List for this critical game 4.
Well, unang-una, Harris larong labas. Reason why I'm saying this is because sa games 1 and 2, he shot only 1 out of 5 from 3-point distance. Game 3, he went 4 out of 7. Drops a big role, importante yan, particularly on Paul Lee. And he was held to only 2 points and 1 assist in 20 minutes in game number 3. And finally for Alaska, pakakating nila si Travis mag one-on-one. And we also saw that Magnolia, their assists have been going down from game 1 to game 3. Maybe because there's a lot of one-on-one action being played by Magnolia, and that's Alaska's defense influencing that pattern. 22 assists for Magnolia in game 1, 19 in game 2, and only 11 in game number 3. And for Magnolia naman, nakita natin, bulabugin sa backcourt, and then sa galang is the X factor, at sakay nila sa ilalim.
You know what's a good sign for Magnolia here? Gio Lalon, not even 2 minutes into this game, came up with a steal. He had no steals back in game number 3 after averaging 3.5 in the first 2.
Well, that's key. Why? Because he forces a lot of turnovers dun sa mga gwardya ng Alaska Aces. So yung depensa ng mga gwardya ng Magnolia Hotshots in game number 3 was not the same as it was in 1 and 2.
Lee misses his second 3-ball attempt of this game. You gotta love these black Alaska kits they are sporting right now. Ang tigas nung dating, no?
Tsaka matigas na elegante.
Yan.
Yun ang maganda dito sa uniforme ng Alaska.
But they have yet to score. A minute and a half into this game 4. Enciso may tangan ng bola for the Aces.
Again, you take
Big
a look
pick
at the
from
matchup.
Harris.
As you see here, a switch. Harris getting momentarily open. See, Rivas is the primary defender on Mike Harris.
As Travis pulls down that board.
Well, Travis opening this quarter with a 3-point shot. Nung game number 3, ang nakapagputos yung Mike Harris. Gusto pumawi din ni Romeo Travis.
Tandaan natin, nung third quarter of game 3, doon na-sprain si Travis, but he's got all 5 points so far right now. And he did the last one, got the last couple of points on the run.
Kanina, defensive lapse on the part of Mike Harris because he switched and that left Romeo Travis wide open for a layup. But atoning for that mistake, kanina nakita natin si Mike Harris hitting that outside shot. That's a very important part of his arsenal, yung outside shot.
Well, if you look at game 1 and game 2, yung mga tira ni Mike Harris mahihirap Not as easy as a shot like this by Romeo Travis.
Kasi naman, perfect team up yan. At it's sa atin ang parties cracklin. Every man's kainuman, just like dog.
Ano kung pambansang kainuman?
A lot of people agree, ha? A lot of people have agreed.
Hindi naman nagpapakita yung mga yun.
Yan. free throws na to, atid sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with GigaSurf 99.
And guys, you can't say enough about Rafi Rivas. 41 years old, a veteran. He's been to 16 finals, 10 championships won. Certainly a very seasoned veteran on the part of Magnolia. When they're looking for experience and poise, nakukuha nila yan on Rafi Rivas, particularly since he's defending Mike Harris.
Second almost turnover on Chris Banchero. We gotta watch out for the turnovers of the two guys, Mike Harris and Chris Banchero. Games 1 and 2, a lot of turnovers for both of them. But in game number 3, they were able to keep it at a low. Mark Barroca making it so difficult for Chris Banchero.
Grabe talaga yung mga guardian netong Magnolia. I'm talking about Barroca, Halalon, Lee, and even Melton. All of those guys averaging around a steal and a half per ball game. Kaya kahit anong kombinasyon gamitin mo, grabe lang, ano?
And you gotta, if you're the player, tingnan natin psyche ng isang manlalaro. Kung ikaw si Mark Barroca, pepressurein ko na pepressurein ito si Chris Banchero. Not just because it's my job. Second, ano ba nangyari lang? Di ba, kakapanalo lang ni Paul Lee ng best player of the conference. So alam mo meron siyang gustong ipakita. So gusto mong pigilan simula't simula pa lang.
Nabanggit mo kanina, no? Mag-uwag Melton, when he comes in the ball game, he also brings a dimension of pressure, an added dimension of pressure from Magnolia when they play that 3-guard lineup.
Harris misses. Magnolia looking to add to this 5-point lead. Almost 3 minutes into Game 4, live on ESPN 5. Rivas inside, lost it all the way up.
Well, even if he did not knock that down, I like how he actually went up strong for that shot. Usually Rafi Rivas content to just play defense.
Harris drops it off to Jake, and Pascual gets the basket. May kasama pang foul.
And this guy's emerged to be one of the unsung heroes ng Alaska. Si Jake Pascual playing that 5 position. And again, taking away Romeo Travis off him because Travis doubled on Mike Harris, allowing Jake Pascual to be wide open inside.
Power drive natin yun. Natin sa atin ng Tata Motors. Chase every dream with Tata Super Ace Mint. 7-5 ang ating score. Magnolia by 2. And you see the pressure being applied in the backcourt by the black shirts. Dribblers, buksan agad ang ating mga Moneyball app dahil baka manalo tayo ng 3,000 piso. Ito na po ang ating unang Phoenix Balls. Moneyball question, sino ang import ng Alaska nung huli itong nasa PBA Governors Cup Finals bago ang conference na kasalukuyan? Number 1, Sean Chambers. Number 2, Diamond Simpson. O number 3, Romeo Travis.
Get off that pick and roll, nakita natin, no? Yung trap ng Alaska against that pick and roll of Magnolia, forcing that turnover.
Mahirap pag si Rafi Rivas yung ka-pick and roll nitong si Paul Lee. Doesn't have too many options of actually popping out and taking that jumper.
Oh, Harris gets the back pass from Pascual. Those two exchanging favors early here in Game 4.
I really feel it. Si Mike Harris in much better shape right now because the first 2 games suffering from a fever and dehydration.
Lee puts it on the deck. Picked up now by Pascual. He goes to the spin and the kick. Here's Barroca, left corner pocket 3. Doesn't work. Harris with the board.
Get that Alaska defense forcing Paul Lee not to take the shot but to give the pass. And that's what Alaska wants to do. They want to make Paul Lee a passer, not a scorer, not a shooter.
Stop and pop 3, and Ciso misses. Banchero snatches the board, but there was a whistle.
Magnolia doing such a great job of playing those passing lanes, getting another steal but not able to convert.
Assist na to, hatid sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with GigaSurf 99. And Ciso had to adjust. Rebound pulled down by Gio.
That's 2 fouls now on Mike Harris. A rather unnecessary foul on his part.
And 4 team fouls already for the Alaska Aces.
Malaking dagok to para sa Aces, but Harris is having a conversation with Coach Alex Compton. Coach Alex will trust Harris to keep away from a 3rd foul. Will they attack Harris right away? Gio, though, kicks it over from the elbow. It is Rivas who delivers. 4 points para dito kay Rivas. That gives Magnolia another 2-point lead.
He's got to be more aggressive. earlier when he slid towards that basket, got that pass, went up strong, and he will be open for that jumper a lot more times. When he's open, he's got to take it.
Hindi pa raw ready.
Offensive foul against Jake Pascual.
Hindi pa ready yung pick nung gumalaw na. Etong si Chris.
It's really such a nice battle between Parroca and Panchero. You know, these guys are tough. They're strong. And they're willing to exchange each other's faces, so to speak.
In Tagalog, palitan ang muka. Oo. Two guys, different cultures ang pinanggalingan, pero yung game, they have the same DNA. Just go all out every single second. Dribblers, tamang sagot nga pala sa una nating Phoenix Pulse Volleyball question night. Number 3, Romeo Travis. Speaking of Travis, he's got 7 in this game.
And that's the aggressiveness of Romeo Travis, realizing that Mike Harris has 2 personal fouls. Ganun din si Jake Pascual. Bad news there for Alaska. Now they have to cope with 2 key players in their starting rotation in foul trouble very early.
And Ciso, his pass to Harris. Pulls the trigger. Mike misses. Ball is picked up by Lee. Pitches it out. It's a 3-on-2. They go up. Arena's play broken up by Harris. But Travis keeps it on that side. Lee is open. Will step back. Doesn't work. Harris will push it the other way. Panchero looking around. Gets it back from Racal. Harris deep position. And he knew what to do once he got the rock.
He's such a strong player inside. But now you see a frenetic pace being played. You know, Dom, what do you think? Which team has the advantage kung mabilis ang laro?
I really think it's for the Magnolia Hotshots because they got a lot of, they're willing to take those higher price shots. When I say higher price shots, yung pag tumira ka ng 3 points on the fast break, okay lang. Alaska a little bit more disciplined when it comes to the open court, I feel, when it comes to the outside shots.
Agree 100%. I really feel that Alaska has that advantage when they're playing more of a setup style. And what about Melton out checking in for Gio Halalo, who has 2 personal fouls?
And that'll come after this timeout.
Welcome back to the Smart Araneta Coliseum for your PBA. Nang makausap ko si Coach Chito Victorero, sinabi niya na parehas lang naman daw kesyo manalo sila ng 29 points or by a single or matalo sila rather by 29 points or a single one. Dahil kahit gaano mo papahabain yung storya, at the end of the day, ang talo ay talo. And it was just unfortunate that they played their worst game of the conference last Sunday. Pero ang pinaka-importante, na-notice pa rin naman daw ni Coach Chito na nandun pa rin yung skills ng Hotshots. At ang kailangan lang nila is for them to refocus, regroup, and really talk it out. And if they're able to do that, they'll bounce back bigger and better in this game. At pagdating naman kay Coach Alex Compton, he said that he's not really sure if winning by 29 points is a good thing or a bad thing, just because he knows that the Hotshots are much more fired up tonight. Kaya naman pinaalala niya rin dito sa Aces na they're technically still losing because they are down 2-1 in the series. And if they're happy, and that's the notion that they have, then that will spell trouble. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Miss Denise. Update na yan. Hatid sa atin ang Platinum Karaoke. Bring music to your life.
I think that's key with what Coach Chito Victor told his boys. Doesn't matter. 29 points, pabayaan nyo na, kalimutan nyo na yun. Kasi isa lang naman na panalo yun para sa Alaska.
11-11.
Vic Manuel has now checked in, guys. Pinagdala si Jake Pascual because he has 2 personal fouls.
The only local averaging double digits here in the finals for the Aces. Travis, though, misses on that one. Harris will pull down the board.
And din, you noticed kanina dun sa timeout, pinag-uusapan natin ang mga scorers for both teams.
That's right. Only outside of the imports, just the centers of the opposing teams have scored. And let's see if
Racal
Racal
wants
can
to
break
change
the spell.
that.
And he does break the spell.
3-point shot na natid sa atin ng Crescent, slight imported brandy from Fundador.
Oh, with Jake Pascual sitting down, that might force the hand of Coach Alex Compton to play Harris at the 5 position. You know, before this game we were saying how valuable he could be if he plays the 3 position, but it only shows you how much more valuable he is because he can play 3, 4, and 5. That's unbelievable.
Paulie bounces home his first basket of this game. Racal may tangan niya yun. Kasama nga niya sina Banchero, Enciso, Harris, and Manuel. Etong si De La Rosa papasok na para naman dito sa Magnolia. Parroca with the foul. Lee ang papalitan ni De La Rosa. Makakasama niya sina Barroca, Rivas, Travis, and Melton. Banchero trying to get rid of Barroca. Goes to the other side. It is back-to-back triples for K-Max.
And that time, Chris Banchero once again being able to create for his teammates exactly what he did in game number 3.
17-13, apat na ang abante ng Alaska Aces. Largest lead of the game was 5 by the Hotshots. Travis overcooks this one. Rebound pulled down by Racala.
Kevin Racal playing a super game so far. Prior to this ball game in the finals, hitting only 22% from beyond the arc. 2 connections. Now he already has 2 connections in just 1 game.
Banchero misses Harris. Battling 3 white shirts for the board. Melton comes out of the scrum.
It's always key for the guys coming off the bench to be able to play quality minutes. You're talking of Kevin Racal. You're talking of guys like JV Casio, guys like Carl Brian Cruz, who came out really big in game number 3. Para dito naman sa Magnolia, you know, the other guys also, you talk about Melton, you talk about De La Rosa. De La Rosa obviously would start out a few games, but Robbie Herndon, with how you're able to set the tone with certain games. So this is what I was talking about, the turnovers. Mike Harris and Chris Banchero, game 1 and game 2, 5 and 7, 6 and 7. But game number 3, only 3 each for Harris and Banchero. Means less turnovers, more assists, big create for their teammates, equals a double.
Halalon goes to the Cyclone. That pulls Magnolia back to within 2.
And Don talking about turnovers. Alaska, the first 2 games, I think they averaged 25 turnovers. But in game number 3, brought that down to just 15. When you're decreasing your turnovers by 10, that's major.
And that's
the game.
And that's their game. You know, when you look at the conference average of their turnovers, they're only averaging 16 turnovers a ball game.
3-on-3 on the run. Sangalang wanting to force it. Slapped away by Manuel. There's going to be a foul.
Ang tawag natin kay Sangalang, the X factor ng Magnolia. And really because we feel that Alaska is super loaded in the guard department. And to be able to offset that, if the guards of Magnolia can neutralize, someone like a Sangalang can emerge to be an X factor.
After that frantic pace to open up this game, medyo nag-settle down na ang magkalaban dito sa loob ng Big Dome. 17-15 is the score with Sangalang at the line with a chance to tie it up. Ang bilis kanina ng scoring at the get-go, pero ngayon mukhang nagpa-jab-jab muna itong magkalabang to. Free throw na to atin sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with Gigasurf 99.
Guys, I think the defense started to kick in. And we're in for a low-scoring first quarter once more. Neither team has scored 20 points so far. And a total of 8 turnovers now combined for both these teams. So yung depensa, makikita natin, has intensified. Turnovers are piling up. And shots are being missed. The defense is there.
Sangalang bothered Manuel enough.
I also talked about the guys coming off the bench. Jerome Teng coming off the bench as well for the Alaska Aces. He's been giving good number of minutes and being productive whenever he's in there.
De La Rosa with 11. Travis from top of the key. Bitin. Rebound. Banchero made sure it was kept away from Melton. He will get it across that timeline. Chris to the right side. Teng, hinahanap si Harris. Import sa import ang bantayan dito. Sharon wanting to create that space, forced to kick it back out. Casio over to Manuel. The muscle man kontra kay Sangalang. Naipit si Vic. Namuersa with the scoop.
What a way to go! And that has been the matchup of this series, ha? Kasi kung X-Man ito si, or X-Factor si Sangalang, parang ganun na din si Vic Manuel on the other side.
19-16, it is the Aces by 3.
Just finds ways to be able to score. It was a big Manuel.
Travis swings it. It is Melton for the tie. Doesn't work. Manuel with a board. Banchero looks up court. No numbers in their favor. The Black Shirts looking to set this one up. Banchero, the runner-up for the BBC, gets it over to Teng. Jeron wanting to use his height advantage on Melton. Tumulong si De La Rosa. They take it away.
Well, that defense of the Magnolia Hotshots, really forcing a lot of stops.
You know, sometimes when you're matched up against a smaller guy, it's like an invitation for you to try to move in close, and then you lose your footing, you lose your balance as a result.
Travis knocks down that triple. That's his second of the game. He's got 10 of the 19 para dito sa Hotshots.
First 3 games, the first quarter has always belonged to the Magnolia Hotshots.
Banchero lost his dribble, gives it over to Harris. Mike's been playing with 2 personal fouls. He's kept away from picking up a third. And he launches a 3. Gusto bumawi. Look at those guards. It was Melton and Halalo for the board. Gio cross court to Melton. Travis offers that pick. Melton's got that range. See Banchero chasing him off that line. Halalo on the attack. Over to Travis. Romeo!
3 triples now scored by Romeo Travis only in this first quarter. In the first 3 games of the series, Romeo Travis went 2 out of 4 from beyond the arc. Now he's eclipsed his 3-point total in the first 3 games just in 1 quarter of game number 4.
That shot by for the Aces, poked away by Gio. Manuel recovers. Enough time for a heave. Intisi big. How about Romeo Travis? Only 18 points back in game number 3. Ngayon, quarter number 1 pa lang. 13 na ang pinasabog ni Romeo. As we take a look at this tunay na lakas move natin sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink, walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. Magnolia, lamang ng 3, 22-19 ang ating score. Scoring the first 5 points of the game and then eventually trailing by as much as 4. 3 puntos po ang naibaong kalamangan ng Magnolia sa pagbubukas ng ating second quarter. Sa ating Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. But right away, Abel Gallegues off the bench delivers with that early hit.
Magic bunot din yan in game number 3.
And so many unsung heroes emerging for Alaska here. Jake Pascual, Abel Gallegues, CBC, who hasn't even played in this game yet.
Sanggalang gets the deuce right back. Kasama ni Ian Saseg, itong sina Brondial. Andiyan dyan din si Halalon, Melton, and De La Rosa. Katapat ngayon sina Manuel. Gallegues, we mentioned, Baclaw, Teng, and Casio. Both coaches opting to go all Filipino to open the second.
You know, we talked about turnovers at the beginning of the ball game. Once again, turnovers hurting the Alaska Aces. 5 turnovers in quarter number 1. Magnolia scoring 8 points off those turnovers.
Here's Vic Manuel picking up that pass. It would have been an easy shot for Sanggalang, and Manuel now missing from point-blank range. Nandiyan yung depensa ni Ian Sanggalang.
Still a 3-point lead here for the Hotshots. This Brondial who got it across.
Paul Lee not in the ball game, but the 2 kamikaze guards ng Magnolia on the floor. Melton at saka si Gio Halalon. Barocco with 2 personal fouls, by the way, so that's changing the rotation patterns, the foul trouble of some key players.
Brondial comes up blank.
Always key when the imports sit down and it's all Filipino and it's guys that don't really get too many minutes, ano yung maipapakita nila, because you allow the guys either to rest and you maybe increase the lead, or you do the opposite.
Halalon was fouled there by Gallegues. Naalala mo, Dom, a few conferences ago, nakatabi natin si Coach Yeng Giao. Dinescribe niya si Alex Cabagnot bilang parang feeling niya hanggang kuko may utak. Ganun ka-utak na player. Pag ito si Gallegues, tinignan mo, tingin ko lang hanggang talukap na mata may muscle to eh. Ganun ka-grabe yung katawan eh. No? Hindi mo matutulak-tulak lang eh.
At kausap natin kanina si Assistant Coach Tony De La Cruz, and he was saying that their coaching staff has a lot of respect for Abel Gallegues, but he hardly played in this conference. But for someone who has gained and earned the respect of the coaching staff, I think he deserves a lot more playing time.
High sa tibay, rebound yun. Natid sa atin ng Eagle Cement, high sa tibay. And that is the respect you earned with your work ethic. Sa ensayo pinakita yun.
And you talk about the work ethic. You talk about guys who don't really play that much and who's been very successful in the Gilas program. Itong si CBC. CBC, sabi nila, kung naglalaro man siya or hindi, pareho yung pinapakita niya sa ensayo. You talk about a guy that works hard. And when he was called upon, 10 points, co-best player of the ballgame.
At ilang minuto lang, very efficient yung 10 points
Exactly.
na yun.
And before that, he averaged less than 3 points a game in only 4 outings before that game 3 explosion. Kausap din natin si Jeron Teng before this game, and he was saying that hindi siya surprised that someone like CBC exploded in game number 3 because he expected it.
But right now, we are 14 minutes into this one. You think Coach Alex is keeping his cards closer to his chest? Siyempre, dahil sa ginawa ni CBC, aabangan na siya ngayon na itong hotshots, hindi mo na ginagamit.
And obviously, Magnolia was able to review that basketball game and see ano yung mga kinakailangan. Right off! Right away!
Napapasok lang, Tres kagad ang pinadala. Hatid sa atin ang Tres Slide imported brandy from Spain.
Yan naman ang ginagawa niya. Kahit saan siya naglaro.
Usually, pagka may magandang nilaro ang isang role player or off-the-bench guy, most of the time, you see him start the next game. Pero dito, same diskarte ginamit ni Coach Alex and same result ang binibigay ni CBC.
Oh, showing a lot of confidence in taking that 3-point shot. First attempt niya sa ball game, pumasok na agad. And that's CBC for you, always ready to give it his all.
Alalong gusto bumawi. Rosenberg, Pacquiao with a big rebound. Pagkakato ng class ka, mapawi ang abante. Deng will attack De La Rosa. That's going to be a blocking foul on Ron. Gets that basket, pocket Jeron.
And that's been the matchup. Yeah. That's been the matchup in this series. That's si Ron De La Rosa at saka si Jeron Teng. They've been going at it eyeball to eyeball, head to head.
Move of the half natin yan natin sa atin Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with Gigasurf 99.
Bonus free throw for Jerome Tang.
You know, from a different angle, you would think that Ron De La Rosa might have had defensive position that time.
Bonus free throw atin pa rin sa atin Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with Gigasurf 99.
Jeron Teng averaging 6 points a game in the finals, up from about 5 before the finals. And you know what? One thing noticeable about Jeron is that before the finals, he averaged 1.7 assists. Now he's averaging close to 4 assists a game in the finals.
Timeout forced here by the defense of the Aces, but you gotta be wary here if you're Magnolia. You only have 3 seconds to get it across sa aming pagbabalik. You see Magnolia looking to inbound it towards the front court. Sangalang somehow got it over to De La Rosa as they beat the 8-second clock. Lee is back on the floor for the Hotshots. He looks to attack Enciso. Brontiel with that pick. Lee looking around, gets it over to Baroka. 5 segundo na lang sa kanilang shot clock. Andy Mark misses on the 3 ball. Brontiel keeps it on that side. The sweeping hook is too strong. Sa rebound play, meron foul.
Just works so hard getting those rebounds. Itong si Rodney Brondel. You know, he doesn't average too many minutes, but when he's there, for sure he's going to get his hands on that basketball, a rebound, and a couple of points.
You know, that's a problem that I noticed with Magnolia back in game number 3. They're getting offensive rebounds, but they're not able to finish. In fact, in game number 3, they had more offensive rebounds than Alaska, 19-11. But Alaska had more second chance points, 15-10. They're not able to finish. Sinabi natin kanina sa ating needs list, tumaga sila sa ilalim. That's something that Magnolia has to do.
Hey, mintis si CBC on that second 3-ball try. Dribblers, buksan ulit ang ating mga Moneyball app dahil ito na ang ikalawa nating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Bago ang confidence na to, sino ang import na Magnolia franchise noong huling nagkampiyon ito sa PBA Governors Cup? Number 1, Derek Brown. Number 2, Kenny Redfield. Number 3, Marcus Blakely. Clue! Yung tamang sagot, panahon ko. Yung unang dalawa, panahon nito. Yung dalawa,
Panahon ko sa kindergarten. But Nadine, I have a question for you. Very serious. Don't you think at 50 years old, Magu looks good?
I am not 50. Hindi sasang-ayon
Sorry,
siya.
turning 50, turning 50.
Hindi sasang-ayon. Hindi Paul's News yun. Hindi sasang-ayon.
Hard to talk about age.
Ay, busina ka. Yari ka, no? Bumusina ka kasi.
But what about that turnover forced again by Alaska's defense on Magnolia? Nakakailang turnover na bang Magnolia? They've got 5 now and Alaska has 6. So naghahabulan sila in terms of that race for most turnovers.
Tang barrels his way across. Lee bantay niya. Look at Magnolia pushing Alaska away from beyond that arc. And Ciso, though, will step to the left. Doesn't work. Rebound picked up by Tang. Jeron mid-range. Estada.
Just calling the minutes by Jerome Tang.
That's 5 points now for him, nearing his average in the finals. And we're just in the first half.
Baroka kontra Casio. Dalawang gwardiya mula sa Gilas program. Gilas 1 to be exact. They get it over to De La Rosa. Travis kontra Harris na naman. Travis catches. Scored 13 in the first quarter. Adds 2 more sa kanyang pagbabalik.
You know, he made that basket, but I like how he gave that basketball to Paul Lee. He wants Paul Lee to start scoring.
You know, he's a mark of a good team player. Someone who's a leader on the floor, see Romeo Travis. I was able to talk to Mark Pingers and he was saying that Travis is sort of player who's very vocal, always leading by example. Here's a missed layup there by Jeron Teng because nakabag na si Romeo Travis.
Minadali yung release. Travis gives it up. They kick it back out. Lee rattles on that three. Inside. Nag-press sa maslide. Morning Brandy from the door.
Yan ang hinihintay ng Magnolia.
It's not just Romeo Travis looking for Paul Lee, but even Rafi Rivas finding him open for that three.
Cruz with the leather. Inside to Harris. It's going to be a throwdown for Mike.
And that time, Harris using his quickness down the baseline and Romeo and Rafi Rivas hindi nakasabay.
De La Rosa. Gusto kumawi ng tres. Wala. Harris para sa board. Sakto halfway mark na tayo ng ating first half. And Ciso with the leather. Bounces a pass over to Carl. Look at Rivas denying Harris here. Casio unleashes it. JV misses. Lee with a rebound. Lee on the move. Sasalubungin ni Ciso. Travis gives it up once again. Lee puts it up. Doesn't work. Harris para sa board. Ciso on the breakout. One-on-one with Lee. Nakabalik si De La Rosa. Here comes Carl. Doesn't work for CBC. But look who's back underneath. It is Tang with another serving.
I mean, how many rebounds does Jerome Tang have? That's 3 rebounds for Jerome Tang. Rather than that 4.
3 in 1 possession.
But
Three
missing a
offensive.
lot of layups. Missing some layups. Oh, look at that.
Oh! What a recovery by Harris!
Chased down by Mike Harris from behind.
Casio from the right. Inside to Mike. Alaska rolling once again.
And that time Romeo Travis caught complaining on the other side, not able to go down, giving up that easy 2. He's not done.
Kaya naiiwan si Harris mag-isa dito sa kabila dahil nagre-reklamo siya doon sa kabilang dulo.
14-7 run by Alaska to start the second period. So nakaka 7 points lamang ang Magnolia rito.
Alalon lines it up. Bitin. And now, Travis and CBC are developing some color again. Travis just got warned. He's got to watch it. Sabi CBC, di ko madinig.
Well, you know CBC will not back down.
Now he's a physical player. We've seen that in the games that he's played for Gilas. Referee now about to make an announcement. What's the call? Could be a delay of game, could be a technical foul.
Warning on Magnolia Hotshots. Romeo Travis for delaying the game.
That's it, the delay of the game. Romeo Travis warned.
Something happened right after that sequence there. Kaya tumatakbo ate referee. Nagkakiskisan yung dalawang yan. Yun ang game 3, di ba? Konti ng kulay na nabuo sa kanila.
So
Si
far,
Travis, hinahabol si CBC.
Oh, CBC has been winning that battle.
Harris coming over to offer that pick. Enciso. Kicking it over. CBC against Travis. Harris contra Rivas. Pull-up jumper. Harris delivers.
Under duress against the hands, the outstretched arms of Rafi Rivas.
That's 16-7. Now the run of Alaska in this quarter.
That has given them the largest lead of this game at 6. Lee
Look at the
swings a
trap.
pass to Travis.
Trap in the pick and roll. And they force a turnover against Magnolia once more.
3-second violation. Ooh! Even worse, an offensive foul though.
Well, that's huge. The Magnolia Hotshots not able to move that basketball as well as they wanted. A little bit stagnant that time.
Again, that Alaska defense entrapping Paul Lee and that pick and roll, not giving him an opportunity to either make a good pass or take a good shot.
Reverse, tamang sagot nga pala sa ikalawa nating Phoenix Balls Volleyball question 9. Number 3, Marcus Blakely. Sana po, nahuli nyo sa klupo. Hindi na tayo magsasalita, baka pagkuntugin na tayo ni Dadin dito. Sabi ni Dadin, ba't pa akong sumama sa dalawang to?
Maganda nga ang kwentuhan natin eh.
Uy,
My
walo na
first
abang yan.
experience.
Next time, pag nakatabi na ni Dadin si Sir Seb, ay salamat, ikaw nakasama ko. Umalis na yung dalawang mokong.
5 players for Alaska have scored in this quarter against only 3 for Magnolia.
Herndon getting his first run. Pagpapahingin si Lee. He troops to the bench with 5
And you
points.
mentioned earlier, Dom, that Herndon started the first 3 games of the finals. Didn't get the start this time in favor of Paul Lee. And now, naghahanap ng isang X-factor si Coach Chito Victolero.
Timeout requested here by the Aces. It's going to be a full one with 3:25 remaining in this first half. Alaska up by 8, and the Dean you've been mentioning, everybody Coach Alex Compton has deployed has so far delivered for them. Napakalaking bagay talaga pag tumutulong yung mga off the bench, lalong-lalo na yung mga magic bunot.
Well, particularly in game number 3, yung magic bunot ni Coach Alex Compton. Carl Brian Cruz, look at the numbers that he delivered, and Abel Galigues.
15 minutes, 10 points, pero ang pinakamabigat yung plus 25.
Yes.
Yung plus minus po na yan yung plus minus efficiency.
Uy, umabot
Kino-compute
na
yan.
ng 25 ba? Kaya mo na.
Kino-compute po yan yung pag pumasok ang player sa laro. Depende doon sa score. Variant 37-29. Yung habang nandiyan ka, lumaki ba o lumiit yung score ng kupunan mo hanggang sa maglabas mo, itong kino-compute yun.
So pag naglalaro ka, ano yung statistics mo sa efficiency ratio?
Mga minus 25.
Parang taximeter yun. They're grading the efficiency, evaluating of every player. And si Carl Brian Cruz was so efficient in game number 3. Imagine the 10 points that he scored in 15 minutes.
Travis with a pull-up. Doesn't work. Ang lamig na si Romeo ha. 13 points in the first quarter pero dalawa pa lang nadadagdag nyo doon.
And I really feel it's because of the defense that the Alaska Aces is playing on him. And he mentally, yung tattoo nakasulat pa Magu.
Nagselos ka na naman. Kaya napapagalitan ka ni Sir Sid. 37-29 pa rin. 8 abante ng Aces. Looking for the first double-digit spread of this contest. Harris could not deliver it.
Got lucky that time. That was a wide-open jumper by Mike Harris.
Both imports now missing wide open jumpers.
Alaman
Nice
sa
jump ball, hindi pumasok.
Nabitin.
Ian Sanggalang. Wide open shot, hindi pumasok.
Kala kasi ni Ian Sanggalang, titira na ni Gio Halalon.
Pero ultimo si Roy palistan eh. Nakita ko yung kamay ni Roy ating
Watch
panel
it,
stats.
yeah, watch it right there. Oh. He had a wide open look. Nakita niya kung saan yung look. He had time to aim pero hindi pumasok.
Enciso shovels a pass out. Baclao from the outside. That's a 10-point lead for the Aces.
That's an unexpected 2-point shot coming from Noy Baclao. Again, talking about the mga magic bunot. Baclao started the first 2 games of this series, now coming off the bench. Surprise jumper from him.
Travis for 3.
Oh, yes.
That's his 4th triple in a game. Romeo coming in locked and loaded here from deep.
Only 10 points so far from Magnolia this quarter.
That's 4 triples scored by Romeo Travis in this game alone. For the entire conference before this game, he had 10 triples.
Yung 10 points ng Magnolia, 5 pa doon galing kay Travis.
Romeo Travis has been keeping the fight. You know, a little bit bothered in a few minutes of that second quarter. Finally knocking down that 3-point shot once again.
Uy, perfect team up na naman atin sa atin ng Martis Cracklin. Every man's kainuman. Under a minute and a half remaining in the second frame. It is Baroka with the leather. Panchero right in front of him. Sanggalang with a pick. Baroka, oh! His kick out. Di sila nagkaintindihan ni Travis.
That's another turnover against Magnolia. That's number 7 now. So many possessions being thrown away because of the defense, the pressure.
At yung gantong sitwasyon yung kinakailangan, laruin mo lang. If you're Magnolia, there will be times in the ball game that there will be miscues. Then you gotta reset. Come halftime, expect Coach Chito Victorero to try to bring his boys all together once again to be on a straight path in the third quarter.
Panchero finally with some daylight against that pressure D from the Hotshots. Balik sa siya ng abante ngayon ng mga alas. Travis takes it over. Left corner pocket 3. No goal. Parang a mark. Alaska off and running. It's a 3-on-2. Panchero against Lee. Is fouled.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to go in there and get a foul from Paul Lee.
Bago mag-free throw si Chris, silipin muna natin ang tunay na lakas move na to at sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang bago. Ang 13 pesos mo.
And remember, si Panchero was the closest competitor to Paul Lee in that battle for the best player of the conference.
Would have been his first 2, both of them.
Yes.
Gunning for their first. Actually, halos lahat ng kandidat, lahat actually. Stan Hardinger, Japet, Pringles, and these 2. Any one of them could have been a first-timer, and it eventually went to Lee.
36 seconds to go. Pinopo muna ni Coach Alex Comdon si Mike Harris. This could be the biggest lead of the game for Alaska if in case Panchero hits his free throw.
Nahatid sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with Gigasurf 99. Nako, mintis na nga yung free throw pero na-rebound pa rin netong Aces. Half a minute remaining sa ating second frame. Panchero on the move. Will attack Baroka. Goes to the corner. Rakal. Hindi makakuha ang kanyang pangatlo. It bounces the way of Baclao, but he is blocked by Romeo.
And there's a foul in the backcourt.
Only going to be the 14th foul para dito sa Alaska. They'll have 1 more to give for the next 14 seconds.
And neither team in the penalty.
Sapul na sapul.
Oh, kitang-kita yun ni Travis. That shot about to be launched, or rather launched by Baclao, but he was swatted away.
Look at that swing through from Baroka. Didn't want to get bothered by Eximiniano na bagong pasok. 6 to shoot. Andy Mark on the move. Tataba si Travis. Good na natin si Herndon. 3-pointer on the way. It doesn't work. And the Aces will come out of the first half with a 10-point lead.
And what a big quarter by the Alaska Aces, not just offensively but defensively. They scored 23 points in the second quarter and holding Magnolia down to just 10.
Kilalanin muna natin ang ating Be the Player of the Half at sa atin ng Firefly LED kasama mo.
Well, the balanced offense by Alaska, 6 players scoring in this quarter as against only 3 for Magnolia, and Mike Harris with 14 points in total so far.
And that has propelled Alaska to a 10-point lead at half.
Ito naman po ang ating update on our team's list for Alaska. 2 check marks para sa nila. They've been able to do a good job of trapping the pick and roll, taking Paul Lee out of his offense, at pinapakagat nila si Travis to go one-on-one because, well, Magnolia only has 8 assists so far in this game compared to 14 for Alaska. And for Magnolia, 3 X marks. Bulubugin ang backcourt ng Alaska. That's not happening. Sanggalang being an X factor, only 3 points. And tumaga sila sa ilalim. That's also not happening. Alaska with more rebounds so far, 29-22.
Ito na po ang ating third quarter at it's atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. It is going to be the Alaska Aces with possession. Ang 5 nila. Etong sina Banchero, Enciso, Pascual, Harris, and Racal. Same starting unit yan. Sa kabila naman may konting adjustment na. Actually marami. De La Rosa and Sanggalang now part of the 5. Kasama sina Baroka, Travis, and Lee. And right away an illegal pick is spotted.
Trying to get the contact. You can see Kevin Racal being called for that offensive foul. A 10-point lead by the Aces. This is where you want to be if you're Alaska. You were down 0-2 at the beginning of the first 2 games of the series, and you come up with a game number 3, and you want to be able to even out this series. Why? Ayaw mong mapag-iwanan kasi pwede nang tapusin sa Friday. But if you're able to go 2-2, even whoever wins that third or the 5th game rather, meron ka pang break ng Sunday. Yung susunod na laro natin sa Wednesday pa kasi sa Sunday yung ating draft.
Alam mo, binanggit yan ni Coach RG at saka ni Dr. J back in game number 3 as De La Rosa could not bail him out against the shot clock. Yung dahil doon sa yung third quarter explosion, nando doon na para sa Alaska. They put the game away in the third. But because Magnolia never made any headway in the fourth, yung kumpiyansang dala ng Alaska into this fourth game, it boiled over from that second half.
Oh, definitely.
So evident here in the way this game has been played so far. You know, we were talking about how important Game 4 is. Kausap ko din si Mark Pinkless kanina, and he was telling me, in this series, with Magnolia up 2-1, the most crucial contest is game number 4. This is the most crucial contest, depending on kung anong mangyari dito. This could go either 2-2, which means it goes down to a best of 3, or Magnolia takes a 3-1 lead. And
yung complexion ng series mag-iiba talaga.
mag-iiba talaga. So this game is so crucial. And that's the reason nagpapakamatay dito ang Alaska to play defense, because they want to be able to even up the series.
How about Harris? Picked up 2 early fouls but has stayed away from picking up another one. He has been effective so far.
What about that rebound by Pascual, keeping that possession for Alaska?
Isa pang may 2 foul yan ng first quarter.
Tama. And also Chris Banchero driving close to the basket, getting the fouls, finding himself on the free throw line, and now has a chance to give Alaska its biggest lead.
Ito naman si Ms. Denise will give us her report.
Well, the Hotshots coaching staff talked about the good and the bad. Yung good daw is that they still limited Alaska to just 32 points, or Alaska rather, just limited to 32 points. So meaning, nandun pa rin yung kanilang depensa and yung pressure. Pagdating naman dun sa bad, it's obviously their offense. Sabi nila, the looks are always gonna be available, pero when the clock is winding down, ang tendency, pinibigay nila kay Romeo Travis, and what they want to do really is just to create more offense on all sides of the court. And pagdating naman dito sa Alaska, they said that even though they are up by 10 points, they reminded everybody that they are up by 10, but they're still down 2-1 in the series. And mentality should always be in check, because at the end of the day, it's whoever can hold their composure that is gonna win. Magu?
Ikaw na hold mo yung composure.
Composure is always very important, especially in a crucial game like this.
Baroka with a pull-up.
You
Pascual taps it over to
like what
Harris.
the Magnolia Hotshots did. They pointed out the good and the bad. They talked about, defensively they're okay, only allowing Alaska to 43 points. Pero yung offense sila talaga yung masama. I felt that Alaska really did a good job of forcing Magnolia to play a lot of one-on-one.
Somebody's down here.
Looks like
it's
James
Pascual.
Pascual. And he just got the offensive rebound. And then I think his eye got caught.
Magsundot din.
Oo.
Tinamaan yung bola pero pati yung buka yata inabot doon. That's gonna be the second personal on Paul.
Yung point na sinabi natin kanina, Don, about Magnolia playing a lot of one-on-one basketball. Alaska giving Travis the opportunity to score, but making sure yung mga kakampi niya, yung mga locals, hindi sila nakakakuha ng good looks. As a result, kukunti lang ang kanilang assists. Only 8 assists as against 14 for Alaska.
And shooting very low percentage from the field, diba? 21% in that second quarter. That's really not what Magnolia likes to do. We know they like to play good defense, but they also like rotating that ball.
Napalikat yata sa mukha etong si Pascual, ano? Bukod doon sa masakit yung tama nun, medyo maalat yun. We give you our most valuable dribbler of the game. Hatid sa inyo siyempre ng Phoenix Pulse. Congratulations kay Clarissa Manuel. Nanalo ka ng 3,000 pesos. Harris off the fadeaway. Doesn't work. Travis with his third rebound of this game. Travis already with 20. If not add to it, nalampasan na niya yung total niya from game 3.
Field goal percentage na Magnolia going down even further. Third here in this quarter.
At the half, ano?
Yeah. And now they've been missing shots once more. There's another offensive foul. I think they'll call it on Harris. And that'll be foul number 3 on Harris.
No complaints from Coach Alex Compton as we take a look at this perfect team up. Nahatid sa atin ang Marquise Cracklin. Every man's kainuman. Those turnovers off the ball, mga offensive foul, hurting Alaska so far.
Especially they're not able to get a shot up. Diba? So pinibigyan na ng opportunity ng Magnolia makabalik.
Sanggalang against Rakal, spinning away. Doesn't matter kung tumulong si Pascual, Sanggalang's got 5 in this game.
And Sanggalang, the X factor who we mentioned. I think Alaska needs a big Manuel to match it against Sanggalang.
Nice fake handoff by Harris. Reverse is good. Very, very sneaky para dito kay Mike.
Well, he needs some help. Cannot guard Mike Harris one-on-one if you're Ian Sanggalang.
Balik siya makabante ng aces. Travis in traffic. Trying to carve out some space. Forced to give it up. Sanggalang sa ilalim. Might have gotten away with an extra step.
Sanggalang now with 7 points, matching his total in game number 3. Still no move on the part of Coach Alex Compton to bring in Dick Manuel.
And Ciso with the leather. See some daylight. Rejected there by Romeo. Leo on the move. Iniwan para kay Hart. Some selfish play on the part of the lethal weapon.
Beating the Alaska Aces down on the floor. Perfectly run fast break by the Hotshots.
45-40. Magnolia back within 5. And you know, Paul Lee really wanted Baroka to get that bucket to try and give him a bit more confidence. This will force Alaska into a timeout. Pero bago yan, silipin ulit natin yung fast break ngayon. Natin sa atin ng United Auctioneers Incorporated, the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified, kaya sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Welcome back to the Smart Araneta Coliseum for your PBA. Nung makausap ko si Mike Harris, sinabi niya that he is ready and extra prepared coming into game number 4. Ang routine kasi ni Mike, normally magpapa-IV pack siya, 2 to 3 packs the night before the game. Pero kaninang hapon, nagpasaksak pa siya ng extra pack dahil alam daw niya na mas mapapalaban siya after beating Magnolia by 29 points in game number 3. At ang sabi niya, he doesn't just want to be mentally prepared, he wants to be physically prepared as well. At Dom, napag-usapan na natin to in the last game. We all know how Mike hates needles.
That excellent update is brought to us by Platinum Karaoke. Bring music to your life.
Well, you know, Mike Harris, mas takot pa yan sa needle kaysa pag mag-uibang takot sa mga kaibigan at sa mga inaanak mo pagdating sa Pasko.
Ang tanong ko lang, kailan kayo nag-usap ni Mr. Liz?
No invite. Number 2.
No invite, ha?
Alam mo, ako yung pambansang kainuman, di ba?
Meanwhile, si Ian Sanggalang, paparamdam dito. He's got 6 of his 9 points scored here in this quarter.
And he has pulled Magnolia backward in 3. This now is a 10-3 run by the Hotshots to open up this third. Hindi na opening, halos kalahati na.
Yeah, shoes really on the other foot because the way Magnolia is playing defense is the same kind of defense na pinakita ng Alaska in the second period. I thought they did a good job of stopping Mike Harris from getting the basket in the previous play.
Nasilip natin kanina. Nice at iba yung rebound. Sabi ng Eagles naman. Nice at rebound. And now Mike Harris is going to work.
He would not be denied that time. Kasi in the previous possession of Alaska, he was denied by a triple team.
As you take a look at this move of the half at Insatin Smart, get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with GigaSurf 99. 48-42, Alaska by 6. Manok ang may tangan ng bola, directing traffic. Pupunta siya dito kay Sangala. As the D mentioned, nag-iingay na si Ian dito sa third as Manok is clipped in midair. That was a nasty ball.
You like how Mark Barroca changed it up a little bit, not going over that screen. He went towards that baseline. He saw a little bit of daylight, changing the look offensively off the hot shots that time.
You also notice that Magnolia isn't really using that 3-guard lineup so much, at least not the 3 small guys, because makikita natin Alaska playing with 3 bigs.
Kilalanin natin ang ating mga beautiful chummies. Download Chums Live now, available at the Play Store and the App Store.
Actually, aminin ko na magubad, hindi ka namin naimbitahan. Alam naman namin kasi busy ka eh.
Nakikipag-chat. Mas gusto kong ka-chat si Dennis. 48-44, Magnolia within 4. Prakal Metangan, they weave it at the top of the key. Pascual with a pick. Panchero gets it over to Harris. Pull-up jumper right on top of Sangala. Travis with a rebound. Romeo nagpaparamdam na rin off the boards. And he looks to go wall-to-wall. Kaligtad na yung big gusto. And he looks hurt. Baka natanggalan ng contact lens si Travis dito. 5-on-4. And Ciso could not make him pay. Magnolia will now have the ball, and it's going to be an injury timeout for the Hotshots.
Pupunta sa loob, duguyan.
Is that blood?
Pupunta dito sa mga referees. At sinasabi niya, paano walang foul yun?
Hindi pala contact lens. Tatamaan pala talaga sa mata.
He got hit. Now, the Magnolia team talking to the referee saying, why was there no foul called? It looks like a bad cut.
Doon sa may bandang ilong, the team,
Romeo will have to get worked on that bench. Let's take a look how it happened.
A lot of contact right there. Ayun, may tama na doon. Could have been,
Was it the one at the very end?
could have been like an elbow coming from Mike Harris.
not really clear there.
If that was the one at the very end, yung top list na yun, baka masama yung angulo talaga. If that,
I mean, but this guy's a warrior. You remember what he did in that semifinal series against Barangay Nebra. He was hurting.
And Travis will show the referee his cut before.
Except that
Going to the
he's now-
dugout.
Yeah, he's going out to the dugout. He'll probably need some stitches. But make no mistake about it, Travis is going to be back. Well, Travis going over to the referee and showing that cut. I don't know if that can be a warning or a technical foul.
He got warned back in the first time.
Delay of ball game.
Pero pag tubuhan ka na, I guess,
Well,
pwede
I
ka
don't
magreklamo ng konti. Ano?
Maybe you can tolerate it, but that was certainly a resentment to a call. Not taking any sides, but I'm just trying to be objective.
And is that what Coach Alex Compton is trying to point out at the other end?
There's some blood spilled in the floor, if I'm not mistaken. So they want that wiped out.
Akala ko kanina contact lens lang eh.
Oo.
Yung pala matindi na yung tama. Yung katiba yung Travis, nakatayo pa rin. Ano? And we do expect them to be back. Miss Denise Tan just came from the dugout and she will have the full story for all of us. Chechen ko lang ang pasok si Miss Denise. Sanggalang may tangan ng bola. Big spin by Ian. Pinalikat pa ba sinira?
You like how calm and confident Ian Sanggalang was, not rushing it.
And that looks like a foul is going to be called against Paul Lee. May bumagsak doon na taga-Alaska. Penalty situation out of effect against Magnolia. Titira ng free throws.
Things starting to escalate a little bit here in the third quarter.
2 shots for Kevin McCall.
You know, we talked about Ian Sangalang being the X factor for Magnolia. And sure enough, that's a check mark now in our Dean's list. Got 11 points in total, 8 of them coming here in this quarter. And Sangalang is playing like a man possessed.
And here we go, Miss Denise has the report on what happened to Romeo Travis.
Magu, as we all saw naman, merong cut si Romeo Travis, if I'm not mistaken, around an inch long, dun sa ilalim ng kanyang right eyebrow. At nakita naman natin kung gaano kadaming dugo yung lumalabas. At this point, pinasok nga siya sa loob ng dugout to get him checked at kung if he will get stitched up. And hindi masyadong nagpapapasok ngayon. No media, no reporters are allowed to get in there. And I'll get an update as soon as possible. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Miss Denise. Always on the ball, of course. 3-point ball game, 49-46. De La Rosa hands it off to Baronga. They have Frontial, Sangalang, and Lee with them. Andy Mark looking to dance with Kevin Lacal. Sangalang with a pick. Baronga with a full head of steam. Gives it up to Sangalang. Pulling out the muscle man. It's a 3-on-2 the other way. Manchelo took some contact. He splashes to the floor. He'll shoot to the line for 2 shots.
Well, that time I feel the Magnolia Hotshots not able to go to Ian Sangalang. Indeed, you pointed out 8 points for Sangalang here in the third quarter. Without your import, he's your next best scorer, especially with the lineup that is on the floor for the Aces.
Matama din ang ginawa ni Coach Alex London, bringing in Vic Manuel. Siya yung pagtapat kay Ian Sangalang. And what a way to block the shot of Sangalang by Vic Manuel.
Free throws na to, atin sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more.
3 out of 6 shooting from the line by Chris Panchero. This is a major headway now being done by Magnolia to cut the lead that was once 11 to just 4 at this stage.
Sangalang again against Manuel. Up, under, forced to kick it out until it's taken away by Rakala.
I think Manuel has his number.
Hindi niya maitulak eh. Cannot create that space.
And also, the fact that Alaska continuing to try to go Magnolia to play one-on-one. And basta, umiikot yung bola. And then Alaska getting the offensive rebound on the other end. Mike Harris delivering the goods on the finish.
Coach Chito Victolero visibly upset as he sues for time. Anim ulit ang abante ng Alaska, 52-46. 4 at kalahating minuto natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Si Coach Chito nagreklamo sa referee pero pagdating ng mga player niya, dire-diretso agad sa huddle nila to get everybody on the same page. Kami po ay magbabalik. Coming off that Magnolia timeout as the huddle broke, ang napansin natin, guys like Frontial and Sangalang, pagbalik nila sa floor galing doon sa bench, sumisilip doon sa tunnel, tinitignan, baka sakaling pabalik na si Travis. There is some concern from the camp of the Hotshots.
Oh, definitely. You know, you want your import to be ready to play. But alam mo, titignan dyan, kailangan ba tahiin? Or pwede bang i-tape mo lang muna? Keep it close. Because once the referee see a little bit of blood, then hindi mahihirapan siya.
The dean you called it. Manuel seems to have the number of Sangalang.
That's right. That's a matchup that Coach Alex Compton wants. And he has blocked Sangalang twice in the last few possessions.
That's on Harris. That'll be 4.
That's a major development. Well, just as major as Romeo Travis going back to the dugout because of a cut. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina about the defense ni Vic Manuel against Ian Sangalang.
Kaya naaabutan ni Vic Manuel. He doesn't jump all that high. Hindi matulak ni Ian eh. He can't create that space, create that separation for him to be able to get a shot up.
52-46, Alaska by 6. Will they attack Harris here? He's got 4 fouls. They want to go to Sangalang against Harris. Can he force him to sit on the bench? Ian, up. Bibigay muna kay Herndon. Manuel bantay niya. Balik sila kay Ian, 17-footer. No, Harris above Frontial for a rebound. And Enciso will look to set this one up.
One guy we haven't seen for the Hotshots, BJ Simon.
And CBC also hasn't been checked in by Coach Alex Compton in this quarter, although now we see him take, no, it's Jerome Teng coming up.
Shalom ni Manuel, nilamon lang niya si Brondial doon.
A very quiet 4 points for Vic Manuel, but he's doing a solid job defensively on Ian Sangalan.
But you see the fire in his eyes right here as we approach the 3-minute mark of the third. Alaska wanting to tie up the series and make it or force it into a virtual best of 3. Magnolia naman wanting to mount a comeback and get on the hill by the end of the night. Panchero whistled for the personal. Pang-apat na team foul na ba yan para dito sa Aces as we take a look at this power drive natin sa atin ng Tata Motors. Chase every dream with Tata Super Ace Mint. So 3 team fouls para sa Alaska. Ang Magnolia kanina pa nasa penalty na. And they will roll with Brondial. Lee, who looks to post up in Ciso. Andiyan din si Maroka, Herndon, and Rivas. Katapat si na Baclao. Banchero, Teng, who just came up with a steal and will take it all the way. Kasama nila sina Manuel and then Ciso.
Efficiency of Jerome Teng. 7 points in the ball game. In what, 7-8 minutes of playing time.
And back to a 10-point lead here. Magnolia still can't get that small lineup combination on the floor because of the size advantage ng Alaska. And I think that's very deliberate on the part of Coach Alex Compton. Alam natin yung killer combination ng Magnolia comes from its small guards, but they're not able to play all of them at the same time.
Silipin natin drive na natin sa atin ng United Auctioneers Incorporated, the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Did you see that last sequence? After this shot by Teng, na-sandwich etong si Brondial ni Manuel at ni Teng. Na-realize ni Teng na si Manuel yung pipituan ng foul. Pilit niyang inako dahil alam niya mas importante si Basselman. You like that, right?
Yeah, mark him as a good team player.
Pero syempre, referee still gave the foul to Manuel. To the Basselman as Brondial gets away. Banchero trying to check the speed on defense of the Hotshots here. Kaya sa driving to, parang na-frame check sila doon. Gallegues shuffles the pass to Baclao. Rivas all over him.
And Magnolia in the penalty. Baclao is going to go to the line for free throws.
Ang dami ng foul na Magnolia in this third quarter, ha?
And that time, 8 seconds left in the shot clock ng Alaska when that foul was given up. And Alaska did not really have any chance to put up a good shot at that stage. So not a good foul to give.
Free throws na to atin sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 GB data plus video every day for YouTube and more with GigaSurf 99. And you hear the ovation. Romeo Travis has just made his way back to that Magnolia bench. 8 na ang team foul netong Magnolia. Yung 3x3 to, 2 shots plus possession.
Straight checking back in.
Oh, straight to the scorer's table.
Oo.
Hindi na pinaupo ni Coach Chito. No, doon ka na. Kailangan ka sa sahig. Bakit nga naman hindi? Siyang kakabante ng Alaska. Maroka on the attack. Gives it up to Halalo. The Cyclone. Puts it off the window.
Halalo, only with 4 points in the ball game, needing some scoring for him.
But he's a firecracker. He's a guy who can ignite.
And look at him defend Gallegues. Hindi siya ma-outrun ni Abel. Teng against Herndon. Rugi kontra Rugi. Teng puts a set down. And what we whistle for steps. And here we go. Romeo Travis, bloodied and all, is making his way back into this game. As you take a look at this tunay na lakas move atin sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Panatalo ang 13 pesos mo. And isasabay ni Coach Alex si Mike Harris na may 4 na personal foul, magbabalik din.
But with just 1:18 to go in this quarter, I'm not sure if it's a good move on the part of Alaska to bring Harris back in. He could pick up his 5th personal foul with 1:18 to go in this quarter.
Lalo na, you still have a 7-point buffer now.
Yeah. And alam mo that Romeo Travis will want to be able to assert himself in these last few minutes, or rather last few seconds.
Maroka over to Sangala. Gio wants better spacing. He looks like back to baseline na. Bitawan nga lang. Dire-diretso kay Pink.
Credit the defense once again.
Yeah.
Vic Manuel able to help out off that screen.
Switched and then forcing Gio Halalon into that turnover.
Under a minute now remaining in the third. Banchero. Tumanggat galing kay Masoman. Vic wants it kontra dito kay Travis. But the ball is with Gallegues. Top of the game. Abel for three.
What a big shot coming from this small man.
Atin sa atin yan ang 3 slight imported brandy from Spain. That was just the first triple of the third.
Well, Abel Gallegues, because of how he played in game number 3, given a lot more minutes in today's ball game and continuing to be a positive thing para sa Alaska.
It is the Aces by 10 and they will get back possession here. Grabe tong matchup na Gallegues at Halalon. Ang daming nangyayari, magtatawid pa lang ng bola. Ang daming kiskisa na, no?
Parang dalawang boxer.
And this is a guy entering this game, had played only 7 games this conference.
Banchero working against Baroka. Goes to his left, 3-pointer on the way. Chris lights him up. It's like imported brandy from Quezon. A steal by Gallegues at the buzzer. Mukhang pasok pero kapos yung.
Well, they were saying, si Jerome Tay was saying, may konti ka pang oras, pwede mo pang ilapit ng bahagya.
May point 4. And yun na na-realize ni Baroka ngayon. And Travis knew it. He was just bothered by both Manuel and Harris. What an eventful third quarter, but it is going to be the Aces who will come out of the frame up by 13, 63-50. The fourth and final quarter of Game 4 coming up sa aming pagbabalik. 63-50 is the score. Silipin muna natin ang ating updated StatCats before we open the fourth.
Look at the free throws, 10-15 by Alaska and 5-8 for Magnolia. In the rebounding department, malaki ng kalamangan ng Alaska as well as bench points. And players who have scored, 9 have scored for Alaska, but only 7 for Magnolia.
As Romeo Travis opens up the scoring for this fourth and final frame. Nakastil pa ang Hotshots. Melton is open. Dire-diretso sa kamay ni Harris yan.
That would have been a big bullet on the part of Magnolia kung pumasok yung pera ni Melton. Back in the third period, Alaska holding Magnolia to just 18 points. So again, another quarter where Magnolia failed to score at least 20.
Quarter na to, atin nga pala sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. 63-52. It is Alaska by 11. Herndon has the leather. Kasama si Travis who pulls up. Doesn't work. Andyan si Melton for the rebound. Kasama nila si Halalon and Sangala. Ang depensa ng Alaska will feature Gallegues, Manuel, Ting, Banchero, and Mike Harris. Kaya si Travis nakaka-4 na tres na yan. Kaya hinahabol nila ngayon sa 3-point line. Manuel with a steal. Banchero doesn't see any runners in their favor. So he looks to set up Manuel. Vic away from the cup. Will look to back down Sangala. The muscle man to the baseline. Not even.
And a call of foul on Sangala.
Referee saying he pushed Manuel out of bounds.
In that third quarter, Alaska shooting 33%. Magnolia actually shooting 40%. Pero yung turnovers nito Magnolia still hurting them. They had 3 turnovers and Alaska scoring 5 points off those turnovers.
Casho now part of the 5. JV kicks it over to his right. Tang, nice ball fake. Herndon bantay niya. Cheron hands it off to Vic. Perimeter jumper doesn't work. Cheron underneath with a board, but it is stripped away. Gio into their attack zone. Decides against the 3, draws closer. Blocked by Harris.
That's going to be a foul off that. Again, another great defensive play by Alaska.
Harris was all over that. Pasang-pasa niya ang gustong gawin ni Halalon.
Watch it right here. Nakawala si Halalon momentarily. But right there was Mike Harris for the block shot.
Pascual nagbalik para naman dito kay Manuel. Coach Alex looking to keep fresh legs on the floor at all times.
One more consideration for the Hotshots in that third quarter. They gave up 9 free throws to the Alaska Aces.
Teng may tangan ng bola. Tied up. Ball is loose. Picked up by Teng.
And there's going to be a foul against Magnolia.
That's going to be the 13th foul on the Hotshots.
On the other hand, you've got Alaska, not a single foul called against them in this quarter so far.
Kapabanggit lang nito yung dami ng free throw pinamigay na Magnolia sa Alaska in the third. Baka maulit kayo.
You don't want that, especially in the fourth quarter. And when the team that you're playing is leading by 11.
Harris gliding in, blocked by Travis. Picked up by Pascual, through the shoot. Casio could not bail him out. Ball is loose now. Canino, that's going to be a foul on Gio. That's the 14th foul of the fourth for Magnolia. We are barely 2.5 minutes in.
Well, they're putting in the effort. They're being aggressive, a little bit too aggressive that they end up fouling.
Ito yung binanggit ni Travis after Game 3. Romeo Travis was interviewed after that ugly loss for them, and he just said Alaska just played harder than them, and that is exactly what the Aces are showing right now.
Harder and smarter is what you got to give it to the Alaska Aces. They're playing hard, but they're composed, a little bit out of control, letting their emotions, I feel, get the better of them a little bit too much.
That is now back to a 15-point lead para dito. Made that in the left. Yeah, there's
13-point lead.
13-point lead for the Aces.
An excellent pick and roll that time for Mike Harris to find himself wide open for the layup. And once he's that close to the basket, his strength is going to take over. Make sure that he has an easy shot.
Gallegues whistled for the blocking foul. Wala pa pong 3 minuto lumilipas dito sa ating fourth quarter. You see po yung 4 na tuldok, yung 4 na bar sa ilalim ng nakasulat na Magnolia sa scoreboard natin. Yan po yung team fouls. Magnolia abad, Alaska isa pala.
Paulie only with 5 points so far in this ball game. If you're Magnolia, try and be able to get it into scoring.
Melton for 3. Doesn't work. Gallegues with a big rebound.
Harris is a small guy. Get in position to get those big rebounds.
Gallegues will put it up. Long 2. Doesn't work. Travis with a board. Will push it up. Melton on the right side. It's fouled by Casio.
That's a preemptive foul by JV Casio. Now, will they give him 2 free throws? Was he in the act of shooting?
There were some extracurriculars after the whistle was blown.
They'll give him 2 free throws. Si
Melton,
Gallegues ang pangtapat ng Alaska kay Melton.
free throws na to. Atin sa atin ng Smart. Got 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more. With GigaSurf 99.
Melton still scoreless in this game.
De La Rosa nagbabalik para kay Herndon.
Free throw shooting for the Magnolia Hotshots in the first 3 quarters. Only 8 attempts. They made 5 of those. Got to be a little bit more aggressive here in the fourth quarter. Try to get to that free throw line. You're not shooting the ball all too well. Only 35% for the game.
Gallegues almost got away. Prakal working against Melton. They want Harris at the post. Travis is on it. Harris facing up. Now will look to back it down. Mike contra Romeo. 5 to shoot. Fade away off the turnaround. This foul by Romeo.
And Harris is down on the floor.
Only going to be the first personal foul on Romeo Travis, but this will send Harris to the line, and this will put Magnolia in the penalty as well.
Harris very careful not to protest that call. You watch it right here. I thought it was a good challenge on the part of
From that angle, it
Romeo
seemed like he was
Travis.
clean.
And Travis trying to control his emotions by walking away, rather running away from the incident.
Free throws ni Mike Harris natin sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with GigaSurf 99.
veteran of the NBA for 4 years, was undrafted out of Rice University. And Mike Harris completing 2 free throws from the line.
25 points para dito kay Mike Harris. Looking to follow up on that 36-point effort from game number 3. As Coach Chito Victorero will want to talk things over with 8:16 remaining in this game. Alam mo ba, na almost 2 decades ago to the day, 12-12 back in 1999, San Miguel took on Alaska in the Governor's Cup Finals. And that guy, Coach Jong Chico, of course coaching Lamont's brothers, was working with Danny Ildefonso, who is an assistant with the Alaska Aces. They won that Governor's Cup together. Coach Jong right here working with our signal panel with Chicky Reyes.
Paminsan mo lang makikita nakasuit si Coach Jong.
And of course, Danny I, over at the other end, working with the Aces. Abarientos was part of that Alaska crew as well.
And you saw Danny Seagull, also part of the picture. Pati din si Nick Velasco, nakita natin in that picture blast from the past.
Si Dominic, professional na rin ang dating eh. Dahil 19 pa. Uy, malapit ka na magpa-drop.
Tama, hindi, tama. 99, first year ko yun sa NBA.
Di ba? So, kita niyo na, sabi sa inyo, may isa.
Alam mo sino kalabang ko nun? Rafi Rivas.
Ba't si Rivas andito pa, ikaw katabi na namin?
Eh, ganun talaga. Na-enjoy pa siya eh. Mabilis ako nagsawa. Actually, hindi. Mabilis nagsawa sa akin.
Yung katawan mo sumuko. Harris on the attack. Hindi makawala kay Travis. Pinwelso! 27 points for Mike Harris.
There's a lot of separation between him and Travis in terms of the scoring department. 27 points for Harris, 22 points for Travis.
At matamis na 16 na po ang abante rito ng Alaska Aces. Travis trying to barrel his way through. Held down by Pascual.
They're not allowing Travis to get points inside. If you look at his scoring, a lot of it coming from the three-point area. And if you're Alaska, you'd rather him take the 3 points than him really manhandle people inside.
At nakita natin kanina, he was actually wide open from the 3-point line.
And you play the numbers, Nadine. You mentioned it. All tournament long, 10 3-point lang ang naipasok neto ni Travis, but tonight he's got 4.
And missing the free throw.
As we meet our Rigzona 3-point shooter of the game, si Romeo Travis na rin yun. Get 3-point protection with Rigzona High School plus anti-sting.
That's one of the 4 triples that nice score ni Travis in this game so far. I want to take this opportunity, guys, to congratulate 2 newly ordained priests from Tarlac, Reverend Father J.V. Lahera, Reverend Father Alfred Buyaw. Congratulations, and continue praying for all of us, our newly ordained priests from Tarlac.
Especially me and Tom Pozo.
Yeah.
Mas lalo na po si Magu.
Ikaw naman, dalawa na nga
Sama mo na ako, sama mo na ako.
Binigyan mo pa ako lalo.
Oh, look at that shot from Jake Pascual. Reverse layup.
71-54, Alaska looking to run away with this one. We have less than 7 minutes remaining in game 4.
Magnolia has only scored 4 points in the fourth quarter. And it seems like they've been giving that basketball once again to Travis and just watching.
You mentioned it, Doc. If Alaska wins this one, that means we will have a Game 6. Game 5 is this Friday. Dito rin po yan sa Big Dome. Yung Game 6 po, sa susunod na Wednesday, sa Inares at Tipolo po gaganapin yan. That is if Alaska wins tonight, we will have a Game 6. And we will just wait if we have a Game 7 if necessary.
Here's Paul Lee, able to penetrate, but hindi niya nakuha yung layup. Not able to finish. He'll settle for 2 free throws.
Assist na to, hatid sa atin ng Smart. Get 7 days of 2 gigabytes data plus video every day for YouTube and more with Gigasurf 99. Miss Denise, ano balita?
Alam mo, Game 1 pa lang, Magu, Dom, and Dean, pinag-uusapan na namin ni Paul yung BPC award, and he said he's not gonna let that affect how he plays peace inside the court. For him, it's not really about racking up those points. Best example na napag-usapan namin is game number 2, Romeo Travis scoring 26 points, but it was Gio Halalon scoring the last 4 points of the tail end of that fourth quarter that really sealed the deal for them. At para nga kay Paul, it's not really who scores the most, but it's the player who's willing to step up all throughout the game. At para kay Paul, that's what he has been doing, and that's what he hopes to continue doing all throughout the series. Guys?
Tama, Miss Denise?
And that's what you need. You know, you cannot be the top scorer every single game. You need your teammates. You need wins to be able to become the best player of the conference. And there will be games that he will struggle. There will be games that he will get more assists. And you gotta love that about Paulie. So close, healthy, and it was his chance. And he's finally got it, that PPC.
And Paulie again drawing the contact to go back to the line.
He's trying to generate points right now. Hirap na hirap ang pensa nila maghanap ng free throw.
And I think Alaska, kanina, succumbing to that defense ng Magnolia, turning the ball over. And Mike Harris with a turnover. Now a chance for Magnolia to inch closer. This game is far from over. 15-point lead by Alaska, but that can go down here. There's a lot of time left.
I feel Magnolia needing to speed things up a little bit. You know, make some stops, push that basketball, get some open looks on the fast break.
I think yung pressure, and I think that's also the reason kung bakit yung dalawang maliliit nila are on the floor right now. Barroca at saka si Halalon, they're gonna put some pressure, try to create some turnovers here in the backcourt.
Look at Barroca and Banchero here.
Yeah.
Niwala sa kanila yung bola pero nagkikirian sila. That's what a series is all about. That you take on the same team over and over again. It's the first to 4 wins. Sigurado
Magkakapersonalan.
Magkakaroon ng no?
And the adjustments and readjustments, as you see, the attempted reverse by Mike Harris. This time he will go to the line.
And this is what you really gotta love about a long series. Kaya nga po pagdating sa professional level, PBA, NBA, 7-game series yan para walang tsambahan. Walang March Madness na may off night ka lang, na knockout ka kagad. Ito po, matira matibay, kailangan kasi makaapat ka. Napakahirap gawin yan.
Ay nakakalima na sa free throw. Mike Harris, 5 out of 5 from the free throw line so far.
And this is like a chess match. The way both teams have been adjusting and readjusting. Penalty situation na. Pareho magkupanan.
Hindi na ako magsasalita dun sa free throws. Missing that free throw after saying that he's gone 5 out of 5.
72-58 now. Just a 14-point ballgame.
You know, we just mentioned that both these teams are in the penalty situation. That gives you an idea of the level of intensity on defense both these teams have been playing, particularly here in the fourth period.
Lee off the whistle.
He's taking over.
He's
looking to take over. Yeah,
he's got to love it.
Here's a technical foul.
It was Banchero and Barroca again getting entangled there.
And the referees looks like they're going to call a double technical foul.
You watch it here kung ano nangyari. Barroca at saka si Banchero. Eto.
Ano sabi mo doon? Magpapalitan ng mukha itong dalawang to. Ayun o, face to face yung tamaan doon.
Technical foul, Chris Banchero, technical foul, Mark Barroca during a dead ball situation.
The Coffee Prince, di ba yung tawag dito kay Mark Barroca?
So possession remains.
Foul, yeah. And Banchero and Barroca still at it. That's the matchup. And then there's another matchup over here. And almost a steal. Halalon versus Enciso.
There you go. Everybody in the Araneta enjoying what they're witnessing here. Two top-notch athletes trying to leave everything they've got on the floor.
Almost a steal there by Magnolia.
Banchero looking to attack Barroca. Banchero to the corner. It is Racal. Looking for the dagger. Rebound pulled down by Halalon. Here's Lee on the run. Lilipad si Paul. Travis Paul. Banchero could not save it on that sideline. Babae, tama pa siya sa kanyang balakang.
Every single possession now, like gold for both teams. 12-point lead by the Alaska. last aces. Magnolia still in this ball game, making some headway with Paul Lee.
Etong Magnolia Hotshots has less than 5 minutes to try and make up 12 points. They immediately go to Travis, who kicks it back out. Baroka on the move, spinning against Banchero, locates Halalon, does not work.
A lot better movement that time by the Magnolia Hotshots. Guys, even without that basketball, moving now, not solely looking for Travis or even Paul Lee.
And you like how everybody was trying to crash the board. The Dean mentioned it, both squads in the penalty. Halalon will have 2 free throws.
And that time, Magnolia not able to finish close to the basket kasi nandun yung interior defense ng Alaska. And you know, at the start of this series, I've called this the Hunger Games. But before I explain why, take a look at what has happened here in the finals so far. Games 1 and 2 going to Magnolia, and then the turnaround for Alaska in game number 3. Game 5 will be on Friday.
Oh, sorry miss on the putback attempt. And now Alaska will have possession. Banchero was bothered there by Gio. Now he looks to attack him once again. Rakal wanting Harris at the post. Sangka lang ang bantay niya. Harris will pull up. Quick trigger. Mike is good.
That's 30 points now for Mike Harris. Someone who averaged 21 points in the first 2 games and now has hit over 30 points in the last 2.
Lee for 3. No. Ball sails out of bounds on the baseline.
Magnolia ball.
You know what you gotta like about 30 points of Mike Harris, hindi pilit. Ang ganda, it's in the flow of things, him sizing up his defender.
Oh, knockout play. Kaya naman pala nalibre ng ganun. May offensive foul.
The referee is sharp that time. Able to see that offensive foul of Paul Lee.
You know, Mike Harris, although with 4 personal fouls, he challenged that shot of Romeo Travis. Could have been called for the foul if that play had gone on.
Swinging back to live action now. 74-61, Alaska by 13. Rakal puts it up. No. Harris is fouled.
And he's down. Yung trap ng Magnolia, na-anticipate ng Alaska, so they're able to break the press. Travis, another foul against him. And Harris will go to the line talking about this series being the Hunger Games. Magnolia has not won a championship in the PBA over the last 11 conferences, while Alaska has not won a championship over the last 15 conferences. Both the opposing coaches have never won a championship in their careers. Kaya nga, everybody's hungry to win, which is the reason why we're seeing such an evenly contested, fiercely fought series.
Lalong-lalo na, 2 of the most storied franchises to.
Yeah.
Alaska, we know, is gunning for championship number 15. Magnolia naman is gunning for championship number 14. So these guys, yung management, ownership, and the fan base, of course, sanay na always in contention, sanay manalo. But it's been a while, like the Dean has pointed out.
5 taon halos, di ba? Para dito sa dalawang koponan. And you know what? After the next few games, somebody's gonna be crowned the champion.
Magnolia, since their Grand Slam year, Alaska, since before that even, as Romeo Travis delivers a 3 at sa atin ng 3 pa slight imported brandy from Spain.
Hindi pa tapos ito. Travis, oh, that's a traveling violation against Banchero. Here's a turnover. Hindi pa tapos ito. 3:26 to go. Kaka-score lang ng 3-point shot ni Travis. That's number 5 for him in this game.
Lee wants that isolation. Lee will attack from the right. Back to Travis. Here it comes. Doesn't work this time. Rakal is fouled.
If you're Alaska, you'd rather, once again, Romeo Travis stepping out for that 3-point shot. Why? He's taking a lower percentage shot, plus you don't have to box him out and not be worried about him getting an offensive rebound and a putback.
Rakal towing the line for 2 shots.
2 shots for Kevin.
7 points so far para dito kay Kevin.
Well, only 2 players have scored for Alaska in this quarter. It's been all Harris. Now make that 3 players from Alaska. Harris has scored 11 points in this quarter. Almost single-handedly lifting Alaska, putting Alaska on his shoulders and fending off the Hotshots. Oh, here's a leak out. Easy 2
Alon
points.
will get an easy layup. Magnolia is with an 11. Rakal over to Banchero. Alaska wasting away some clock. Banchero's got to stay aggressive though. Enciso has 6 to try and generate a shot. Simon kontra dito kay Travis, goes to the corner, 3-pointer. Banchero misses.
And that's a foul.
Play, but a foul.
Harris at inside position.
I think it was clear that Ian pushed him away.
And he'll go back to the line.
Usual foul on number 10, Ian Sagalan. Penalty, that was the 5th foul on Ian Sagalan.
I thought Ian Sagalan had an excellent third period when he ignited that charge of Magnolia with Romeo Travis in the dugout.
They've been having such a difficult time of containing Mike Harris and blocking him out off that offensive board.
Yeah. But Coach Alex Compton always finding the perfect antidote for whatever Magnolia has been able to unleash. And talking about Sangalam, nung binalik ni Coach Alex Compton si Vic Manuel, na-neutralize ka agad eh.
33-20 para dito kay Mike Harris.
Once more, a low-scoring ball game.
Oh, somebody's down. Banchero is clutching on between his legs.
Here's Mark Barroca with a shot.
And Manok makes the pay. Three-point shot naman sa atin. Ang Tresema sliding forward Brandy from Contador. Napigyan yata etong si Chris.
Banchero
Coach
is
Alex
down.
is visibly upset here. We gotta see this again.
Coach Victorero saying that there should be a technical foul called on Alex Compton. He's rushed onto the court.
Well, no call by the referees. The
No
referees
call.
didn't see it.
Nobody saw it, apparently.
Banchero still down.
We'll take a look at it after this break. We are in the midst of a 15-7 Magnolia Hotshots uprising. Isipin nga natin ano nangyari kay Banchero. There he is with Barroca beyond the arc. Ooh! Barroca getting away with that one. That was a close fist hit.
Definitely there, I feel the commissioner will review that, the technical committee will review that, and there may be some sanctions coming into Game 5.
Meanwhile, the lead is down to just 9. Marami pang oras ito. And look at the scrambling defense here.
There you go.
Banchero and
Holding his
Barroca.
cool.
Yeah.
Banchero trying his best to keep his cool here.
They're gonna call the foul on Barroca. Banchero will go to the line. That's a lot of contact.
And that's how Mark Barroca really pressures the guards of the Alaska Aces. He's really trying to get into the head of Chris Banchero.
And that's the only way Magnolia can come back. Kailangan nila mag-press. They need to be able to force turnovers, score baskets on the other end, and then go back to playing tough defense.
And Simon Enciso making sure that he's protected.
Eh kasi naman eh. Ayan oh. Pasko ngayon, di naman Easter, di ba?
Yeah, that was a close fist. That was a close fist. I don't know if there was a lot of force behind it. Just the same. May tinamaan yun.
And they continue to go at it. Barroca versus Banchero. Palalon is working against Enciso. 80-69, Alaska by 11. Lee. Di diskarte para dito sa Hotshots. Pick galing kay Travis. Here comes the three. Doesn't work. Foul whistled on the rebound. Ang haba ng fourth quarter natin sa dami ng foul na naipita.
A lot of fouls, a lot of color that's happening here in the fourth quarter.
Banchero called for the foul.
Just an 11-point lead.
Yeah.
And with free throws now by Mark Baroka,
The
could
lead
cut this
could go
down.
down further. Yeah.
Exactly.
Morocco had a big three-point shot. Kani-kanina lamang.
Enciso will push it up. Almost a backing
Almost the
violation.
backing, I was going to say, yes.
Last 2 minutes, satin. Blood Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. Pascual puts it up. Oh, what a big shot. 12-point lead for the Aces.
7 points for Pascual coming up big once again here in game number 4.
Well, he's the Carl Brian Cruz of game number 4 for Alaska, Jake Pascual. If CBC had an explosive game in game number 3, Jake Pascual starting in this ball game, second start in the finals, already with 7 points and 6 rebounds.
Baroka and Banchero continue to have a conversation as we take a look at this move natin sa atin ng all-new Honda Click, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The referee getting in between those two guards.
Both these guys won't back down. And that's one thing for sure. Magnolia in the fourth quarter, 20 points. Alaska, 19.
We've got a timeout requested here, 82-70. It is Alaska by a dozen. Is it a full? Is it a 30? Referee's trying to figure that out. A minute 41 natitira dito sa Big Dome. Don't forget, Sports Center Philippines is coming up right after this game ends. As you take a look at what Mike Harris has done so far.
33 points following his 36-point eruption in game number 3. At hindi pa tayo tapos.
And this guy's won all over the world. Now he gets his MVP, his best import rather, of the conference here on Philippine soil, and he's looking to guide Alaska to a 2-2 tie in this race to 4.
And a lot better looks as compared to game number 1 and game number 2 for Mike Harris. You gotta love how he's more patient. He's got a lot more energy. We mentioned it the first 2 games, suffering a little bit from dehydration and a fever. Ang maganda dito kay Mike Harris, takot nga sa needle siya, pero even after ball games, trying to recover, making sure that his body is ready for the next battle.
And Don, this guy has championship tradition written all over his history. He's a proven winner. He was an MVP in the NBA D-League, and he led his team to a championship in the D-League. Puerto Rico, he won championships 2 times. A CBA champion in China. And he also led Lebanon to the West Asia Basketball Championship. So he has won 6 championships as a pro overseas, looking for his 7th.
Oh, but Romeo Travis is not giving up on this one. Another 3-pointer delivered, and that brings Magnolia to within 9.
That's 3-pointer number 6 scored by Travis in this game.
And Ciso wasting away some time. 9 to shoot for the guys in black. Harris
He needs to put it up.
goes to Banchero for the bailout. Chris Banchero right through the hearts of the Hotshots.
And you love how Mike Harris, calm, cool, collected, under duress, going to the left, spinning to the right, and then finding Banchero wide open for that 3-point shot. You saw that Magnolia gambled and not able to do that.
And this is how...
he let Baroka know about it right
Oh,
away.
yeah. And this is how Chris Banchero has performed in games 1 and 2, And then in game 3, look at the way his numbers jacked up in terms of assists. In game number 3, he had 11. He had 6 points. But in this game, already with 15 points, Chris Banchero, even if his crown jewels got a little bit of a tap, Karina, he's shaking it off and he's putting in the points.
And only 2 turnovers for Chris Banchero in game number 3. Very key yung kanyang pag-facilitate for him being calm. And it doesn't matter what Magnolia has been throwing at him, that tough defense, that physicality, those little taps, Banchero still on point.
Ang ganda ng communication in that play between the empowered Harris and the finisher, si Chris Banchero. And that might give you an idea, if in case Alaska goes on to win this game, as to who might be our best player or players of the game. That communication between Harris, now with 33 points, and Chris Banchero with 15.
After this Game 4 here at the Big Dome, we will be heading to the ESPN 5 studios for SportsCenter Philippines. You two gentlemen will be breaking this game down even further. Siguro mababanggit din yung nangyayari kay Gio.
Gio Halalon, you look at him in the first 2 games that they won, 7 and 9.5 and 8 assists. But in the game that they lost, only 2 points, 6 rebounds and 1 assist. So very big disparity dun sa numbers ni Gio Halalon.
Alaska comes up with a stop. Pascual with 1 flight beat. The final nail on the coffin of game number 4. 87-73 now, the assist given up there by Banchero.
Jake Pascual with 9 points. We did say that he's the Carl Brian Cruz of Alaska in this game.
Well, you like how Alaska, coming off that big win against Magnolia in game number 3, doing the same, keeping confident, keeping that aggressiveness.
And check out what has happened in this series so far. Magnolia breaking out to a 2-0 lead. Tapos yung malaking turnaround na ginawa ng Alaska, holding Magnolia down to 71 points while scoring 100 points in game number 3. And now, with 1 minute to go, Alaska looking to tie this series up at 2 wins apiece.
Travis looking for a basket here. They desperately need this. Paulie delivers from deep. And Coach Alex ayaw pa kasigurado.
And he's got 2 more timeouts. That's why, he called this timeout. He understands 11-point lead. He doesn't want to get Magnolia into any sort of run. But if they inbound that basketball, biglang madisgrasya, makuhanan sila ng bola. Maybe 2, 3-point swing or 6 points in total.
And you mentioned this, Nadine. Ito yung importansya ng game, A 3-1 lead or a 2-2 tie heading into a virtual best of 3. It's a difference between night and day.
Well, kanina nga, we were talking about how crucial this game is for both these clubs. And Alaska rising to the occasion, but their back really is against the wall. Pakatapos silang nanalo sa game number 3. And sabi nga ni Coach Alex Compton, you can't afford to be comfortable. You can't afford to celebrate. And they certainly didn't celebrate in this game. They came out firing, and a hurricane sighting in this game. Mike Harris delivering the goods with 33 and 21 and 3 blocked shots. And these are more the numbers that we're used to with Mike Harris, because during the eliminations he averaged over 30 points, over 20 rebounds. So rare that you have an import, especially in a conference where the height limit for imports is 6'5", generating those kinds of numbers. 30 points, 20 rebounds.
Magnolia, nakaligtaan nilang may warning na sila for delay of game. So they get teed up here as they slap away that inbound.
Kanina naitawag yun kay Romeo Travis.
Here's a free throw coming up. Giving it to Mike Harris.
Technical free throw on Mike Harris.
Gunning for point number 34, etong si Mike, coming off a 36-point game. Will they send the 2 big men once again to bother Banchero on the inbound? Yun yung kaninang diskarte, they do the same. Travis and Rivas right there to try and take it away. Nahirapan nga si Banchero, wala kang line of sight eh, no?
Oh,
Haba ng mga galamay.
dalawa eh. Very seldom do you see that the two guys trying to harass that inbounder.
Oh, it looks like it worked. Napatawag ng timeout si Chris Banchero.
So Game 5 is this Friday, Game 6 is next Wednesday in Antipolo. Maganda na po kayo, Antipolo. Mukhang dadating dyan ang finals na to. Pero before that, yung Game 5, yun ang swing game. If Alaska hangs on to this, the winner on Friday will be carrying a 3-2 lead and can wrap it up in 6.
And if you're the Magnolia Hotshots, you don't want to give up 3 straight games. You know, you still remember both teams actually have had experience of losing 4 games straight in the finals. So alam nila kung ano yung nangyari at ano yung kinakailangan nilang gawin para hindi mangyari yun.
Coach Alex will stay with Banchero inbounding, although yung dalawang napakalaking mamanga ang nagbabantay sa kanya. But they map out a play to get Casio open. Beautiful execution there by the Aces.
Well, because they came off that timeout, they had some time to talk about it. And Coach Alex Compton, even if it was a dangerous pass to go cross-court, he knew that was going to be open.
And Halalon fouls out of this one. Banchero will be at the line to try and put it away. Magnolia, though, still with a puncher's chance here. 46 seconds.
A couple of turnovers, some 3-point shots. Yes, the Hotshots can still claw back.
But Banchero wants to make it a 14-point lead. He's steady on that first one.
At 16 points now for Chris Banchero for the game.
Magnolia should have one last heave. If they come up with a 3, that opens a window for them.
You got to be able to get a 3-point shot or a 3-point play.
But if they miss, that will spell doom. And Coach Chito wants to burn his final timeout here. It's a 30 para dito sa Hotshots. This is it, make or break for them.
Oh, at kaya naman yan rin tinawag para maabante na yung bola and hindi mabawasan yung oras sa kanilang clock.
And here's the difference between Game 3 and Game 4. You see Magnolia visibly not giving up on this one. Hindi katulad nung nangyari ng Game 3. Na yun nga, binanggit ni Archie tsaka ni Dr. J. Yung momentum ng malaking panalong yun will carry over to the next one. And it did happen tonight. At least nga, makikita mo sina Coach Chito and the rest of the guys over at Magnolia, they never gave up on this game. Kahit nalamangan sila ng hanggang 17, 71-54 yung score nun. They clawed their way back here. And that's something you can take to the next one.
Oh, without a doubt, but this is also a portent of things to come. The way this game was fought, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more blowouts from now until the end. Games are going to be close, even more exciting. The intensity level will go up several notches in the next game because, you know, whoever wins that game number 5 will take a big advantage moving into game number 6.
Harris will clear the board, and this should do it. The Alaska Aces down 0-2.
And I don't think the Hotshots are going to foul any longer.
Almost left for dead after the first 2 games. They clawed their way back. They were explosive in Game 3, and they showed their poise here in Game 4.
Well, they worked really hard for this basketball game. They were tough. They kept their heads. Magnolia tried to make them very physical, but Alaska able to make the right plays under duress. Mike Harris just solid. You look at him as a leader, tough leader. I felt Magnolia had a couple of times that they could have probably run their offense a lot better. They will go back, do some tape, read and understand what happened in today's ball game, what they need to do.
And you gotta love that. Coach Chito and Coach Alex, as they shook hands, Baroka and Banchero actually went up to each other and tapped on each other on the backside saying, see you Friday, tol.
These guys are professionals, and they know that this is a great stage for all the best players of the league to show what they can do. And we're back to 0. It's tied at 2-all. We're down to a best of 3. And for the second straight game, Alaska's held Magnolia to less than 80 points. And that's a testament to the kind of defense that the Aces can play.
Ito ang ating tunay na lakas move at sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. Game 5 is this Friday. That is gonna be a huge ball game, the Dean and Dom. Winner of that can win it all come Wednesday.
Best of 3 na lang after today's ball game. And the momentum obviously has shifted to the Alaska Aces. They've been playing a lot better basketball. They've got a lot more confident import right now.
90-76 your final score. That'll do it for us tonight. Sa ngalan ni Dadin Kenito Henson, ni Dominic Uy, at ni Miss Denise Tan. Producer natin si Mike San Juan, director na si Francis Supilio, at statsman na si Roy Lopez. Mag-umargin po, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. This has been a Sports 5 production of the PBA on ESPN 5.